Hey you guys, it's Jared here, helping you craft awesome stories. Let me give you a little bit of background about me first. I have been doing improv comedy for the last 20 years, and every time I step on stage, I have to come up with stories. That's what I do. I tell people stories on the spot that I make up, and I do this with understanding the formula for creating good stories. I want to share that with you guys today and kind of some awesome ways that you can craft your stories to sell things quicker and better, to build a better following that's loyal to you and ready to purchase whatever you sell, and just connect better with your audiences in general. So I spent a couple of years outside of the country when I was younger, and I remember the most important things for me were getting mail from my parents. And my dad would write down the stories of his life. And I love to get those because I love to read about my dad. Fast forward 20 years later, when I have kids of my own, we love to go boating as a family. My father-in-law has a boat and we go out with him on a regular basis, but it's about an hour drive to get to the lake. So I started to think, how can I entertain my kids on this hour-long drive? And the thing that I came up with was stories. I tell them stories about me growing up, about the things that I did as a youth, about their grandparents trying to rein me in and make sure that I didn't kill myself as a young man. So they love it. They dig into it. They think it's fantastic. So in this video, what I want to show you guys is a way that you can quickly build a story well so that you have kind of a database of stories that you can pull from. Now you're going to think it's mundane. You're going to think, that story doesn't matter. I want you to not edit yourself. Okay. Take about 5 minutes here and either write it out by hand or create an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheets or whatever, and come up with just stories from your life. All right. Remember that one time that I went to buy bread and I got 5 loaves for free because they were expiring the next day. That could be a story. I remember that one time when I had to have a child in the elevator of the hospital because I couldn't make it to the labor and delivery room. That's a story. Remember that time when I went deer hunting and I came across an old man who gave me his boots. It doesn't matter what the story is. Don't edit yourself. Just take 5 minutes and write down as many stories as you can. Experiences from your past. Think about the people that you associated with, maybe friends from high school, friends from work, friends from family reunions, whatever it is. Think about the people. Think about the places that you've been. All of these things are going to give you ideas for stories, experiences that have happened to you. And it doesn't matter how mundane you think they are. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can take those mundane stories and add layers and details that are going to enrich them and make them much more interesting and much more compelling. So pause this video. Well, it's going to end here in a second anyway. So just let this video stop and take some time to fill out a story database, a story well, if you will, that you can draw from whenever you want.